Good morning, everybody. Quick little message. I'm not doing beard care product reviews anymore. And there are a few guys out there who are doing them. One of the guys, and I sent a message to him and asked him if he would be doing some. It's the Scuba Tube dude. I guess is he like in Wichita or something? Check him out. Good guy, funny, and his reviews are solid. So give him a shot. Okay? And subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. He's a good guy. Scuba Tube, T-U-B-E. Scuba, it's spelled S-C-U-B-A-T-U-B-E. Good fella. You want to go with people who are honest, who aren't going to give you a bunch of crap. Be careful of the negative. Anyone who's negative, I try not to be a bearer of bad news. I remember I gave a couple bad reviews, or less than positive reviews. Some people thrive off of the negative stuff. I couldn't do it. I did 2 of them and I felt bad. And like I said, I wanted to be the bearer of good news. That's agenda number 1. Agenda number 2, skincare products. If you have a skincare product company, excuse me, I just woke up. It's very early in the morning. I still got the gook in my eyes, cat hair on me, and I'm drinking my bulletproof coffee. The birds are chirping. It's a cloudy day. I got up a little bit late. It's 6 a.m. Not a good thing. Only because I was up late last night watching movies. Like these food and health movies that I really like. And one of the things I found out about these food and health movies is there's so much bullshit agenda. If you can see past the agenda of the filmmakers and look at the truths in these movies, I think you'll do fine. The stuff they try to slip through. I'm not a social justice warrior. I'm a health warrior, not a social justice warrior. I lean more towards conservative and not progressive bullshit. I'm not a hardcore vegan, vegetarian kind of, I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm not a big meat eater. I eat meat maybe once or twice a week, but I'm very seriously considering stopping it completely. But not because I'm a vegan and because I don't want to hurt animals and all that kind of stuff. I mean, everything was put on this earth, I think, was put here for our pleasure. But poison ivy is here on this earth as well. Am I going to make a salad out of poison ivy? No, I got to use my damn head. But I've always tried to figure out, because, you know, there's the people that say, well, God put everything on this earth for our use. And my answer for years was always, well, what about poison ivy? And I'm wondering think about this philosophically, what would you use poison ivy for? I mean, is there a use for it? Why does it exist? Everything in nature exists for something, and I always wondered about that. So just something. If you want to contribute to that part of the conversation, just comment down below. That would be kind of cool. I like stuff like that. So when you watch all these health movies, many of them are anti-capitalism, which I am very high capitalism. I am not anti-capitalism at all. I believe in taking care of your family. I don't believe anyone should be taking care of you or your family except you and your family. The only people that need to be taken care of are children, elderly, and disabled. Everyone else is a mooch and should get the fuck off the government tit, no matter what country you're in. Socialism is dead. And it is an experiment that fails over and over and over. And even though some young punk's been living in it for the past 5 years, now he's awakened and he thinks the rest of the world should be like that. It's stupid, just really dumb. But back to these movies, you get these issues that get slipped in there. And I'm old enough and wise enough to see the anti-capitalism. I'm old enough to see the political agenda, which I watch the movies, the food and health movies, for 2 reasons. Food and health. Not because of political reasons, not because of agenda. So that's, you know, And I stopped watching stuff because of those agendas. And then I just said, you know what? These filmmakers, they got to get their message across. And weak, easily manipulated minds believe all that stuff. So I've learned to just like let that crap go in one ear and out the other, and not to absorb it. So that's what's going on with that. But anyways, my favorite people, health-wise. Now, getting in the gym is never a problem. I mean, I was going to the gym, and yet I still had high blood pressure. I was going to the gym, and yet I still had, still got a type 2 diabetes diagnosis. I was still put on medication, but I was still going to the gym. Going to the gym is not the answer. You got me? I go to the gym, and I see the hamsters on the treadmills, and I see nobody losing weight. It's the same hamsters sweating it out, and nothing's happening. And everybody belongs to a gym. So obviously, gyms are not the answer. The answer is nutrition. The answer is nutrition and the right activity. I'm absolutely convinced. And you guys that are the physical fitness experts, which, you know, I'm looking for a certification to get, because I want to teach 3 or 4 mornings a week rather than just get up and start working. It'll be a great way to be active and also teach others as well. I'm looking for some type of certification so I can teach a class 3 to 4 times a week. I was actually looking at silver sneakers. I don't know if anyone ever heard of that. It's for an older crowd. I would say over 40. Love my Bulletproof coffee. I'm going to put the link for the Bulletproof lifestyle down below. But so I'm going to the gym every day or several times a week, and yet I still get high blood pressure. I still get diagnosed with diabetes, still have Meniere's disease. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? The reality is, it's not about going to the gym. It's like Shan Heffley, nice guy, bearded guy, all buff and everything like that. You've seen him on, look him up on Instagram. I think he's a little bit younger than me. I'm in my late 50s. I think he might be in his early to mid 50s, maybe. Early 50s, I'm not sure. Buff as heck, white beard. All of us white bearded guys, we all kind of know who each other is, especially the ones who are fit. There's guys that have inspired me in the past year or two, people like Greg Brzezinski, who is, I'm a little bit older than him, Dave Ray, Shan Heffley. There's a guy fit and bearded, and you know, and we're not talking kids. It's easy to be fit when you're 25. I'm talking when you're a little bit older. Those guys have inspired me, like Dave Ray. And his Instagram is Mr. Drayman or something like that. It looks like that, but you know, where he does this stop, drop, and plank thing. And I would do that whenever I saw a picture of him planking. It didn't matter where I was. I just started planking. And I never even knew what the hell planking was. I'm like, how the hell hard can that be? Well, holy crap. The first time I ever planked was for 30 seconds. And I was like, jeez. You know, and then I see people, well, I planked for 3 or 4 minutes. I'm like, 3 or 4 minutes? What are you, crazy? What the hell's that all about? You know, and like, honest to God, I was like, man, it's really doing something to my core. So there are people, and even though I use Instagram more for videos than I do for pictures. I've noticed I get more hits and more responses when I make the 60-second videos. Remember, they used to have 7-second videos. Now they're 60 seconds. And they have stories, and then they have live and all that. And I found just by looking at people doing planking, it would make me want to plank. It was inspiring to me. Like when I see guys that are similar to me, gray hair guys, experienced in life, getting into shape, that's very inspiring to me. So here I go. Going to the gym, active, somewhat active. not active as I should be. But the number one thing for me is nutrition. Number one. Like the guy said, you get on medications, they're not meant to heal you and then you get off. I love the one doctor that says, yes, we need the life-saving emergency medicines like antibiotics. I get that, because they do save lives. But the average medication that a doctor prescribes for you is really meant for you to be on for the rest of your damn life. And who was the Greek physician that said, let food be your medicine? You know, it's interesting. Food has been my comfort. I mean, I could eat a whole damn bag of potato chips and a pint of Haagen-Dazs or whatever fancy ice cream there is, and I used to do it all the time. I'd get like the half gallon of ice cream. That would be 2 sittings. I get a pint, forget it, it's gone. Bag of potato chips, and the worst potato chips. I'm talking the kettle chips, you know, the ones like fried in lard. And they would disappear in 20 minutes. So for me, it is about nutrition. And taking the diabetes course, I put that off for a year. My doc wrote that script a year ago. I'm hearing the trash truck out there now. Man, they're here early today. Wow. My doc wrote that script for me a year ago, and I didn't actually do anything about it until a month ago. And I went through 3 weeks of diabetics education. It was long. It was like a four hours on 3 Monday nights, and I still have 6 sessions to go, private one-to-one sessions. So it really is about nutrition. It's amazing. My goal is to not be on any medication. If I have to take something to save my life for an acute, like take it or die kind of thing, I will, obviously. But just get up in the morning and take a handful of pills, that ain't happening. So I'm gonna find a way to drop all that stuff, which means I'm gonna have a radical change. I mean, I'm already looking thinner, if you can't tell already, than I was 6 months ago. Already, I'm already lighter. I'm under 200 pounds, and at my weight, I am 5'11", and I was as high as 260, muscular, buff, huge arms, chest, shoulders, thin waist, bulky, but too bulky. Then I lost a lot of weight, but then I was making a mistake. I was evaluating my health by my weight. Now that's another wrong thing to do, is to use the scale as your metric. That's one of the many metrics. A lot of it, you know, people say it's more how your clothes fit. Well, I have my fat clothes. I have like my fat jeans. Literally, I have size 40 jeans in the back of my closet. A 40 waist. 40. Holy shit. 40 inches. For me, that was huge. So here's the deal. So I lost the weight, and going to the gym, and my numbers were still off the wall. When I got the blood work done, I was like, what the hell is happening inside my body? It was all about the nutrition. 100% about the nutrition. Nutrition should be the new gym. People should be saying, I'm going to my nutrition class in the same way that they say, I'm going to the gym. Because I don't think the gym is as helpful as we think, because people are sicker. It's almost like what I say about psychiatrists, psychologists, social workers, and counselors. People have never been more frigged up in their whole life mentally than they are now, and yet there's more of those mental health professionals on every damn corner. There's more gyms and more people going to gyms, and yet we still have the sickest, one of the sickest countries, physically sickest countries in the world. So that's not the answer. I mean, That's why I start doing like a lot of yard work and gardening and that kind of stuff, and started doing more yoga inspired kind of stretching, because I find flexibility for me. After 50, I'll tell you what, man, if you can't bend over and tie your shoes without your gut getting in the way, and you can't move a refrigerator, someone, you know, remember when friends would always say, hey, I'm buying pizza and beer, can you help me move? And you'd be like, yeah, and you would do it for like food. If someone wants me to help them move now, I can't do it. It would kill me. The next day I'd be like in pain. So I gotta like hire a bunch of 25-year-olds to help me move. But I would do it in the past like it was nothing. So flexibility for me, closer to 60, is more important than strength. Now, that doesn't say strength is not important, because I'm still very strong. I'm not as strong as I used to be. It's kind of like the Toby Keith song, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good as I'll ever be. I'm strong, but I'm not flexible. So I find myself desiring more flexibility. And then how do you do that? You go to yoga. But you end up getting all the Eastern philosophy bullshit. I don't want to chant. I'm not into Buddhism. I'm not into any of that other bullshit. I don't want to do anything with my mind. I want to just friggin' stretch and enjoy the stretch. So it's hard to find that. So flexibility is more important than strength as you get older. That's what I found. And with strength doesn't come flexibility. But if you work on your flexibility, you will get strength. And that's one of the things that Pilates does as well. So the doctors that I like, let me give you an idea, and I'll put their links down below if you want to read their books that are just changing my life. Dr. Andrew Weil wrote a book called Healthy Aging. It's changing my life beyond anything. He's my #1 favorite. Number 2, Dr. Mercola. Love the guy. Number 3, Mike Adams, the health ranger from Natural News. And a guy called Dr. Axe. A-X-E, like axe, chopping wood. And some people have turned me on to a guy by the name of Dr. Furman. And these are not just your average docs. They are so anti-establishment. I think you're going to like them. All right, that's the vlog for the day. What are you doing today? What's going on? Man, I got my list here. This is early morning for me, and I'm just tearing it up today. I'm having a great day so far. Love my bulletproof coffee. Have my last box opening today from Mayfly Bath & Body, a dear virtual friend from Canada. Can't wait to open up her products. And we're going to be starting the skincare soon, and I'm accepting skincare products from here on out. If you want to collaborate with me on any kind of skincare regimen, let me know.